Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Jesus Jackson. Today's very exciting. Charlie Puth, one of my favorite artists. Today is the release of That's Not How This Works. This was a song that he has been teasing for a while on TikTok, but if you're a real Charlie Puth fan, you would know that the song leaked. The original mix of the song leaked a while ago, and he did tease it on TikTok as well, way before his new album released, which I do have a review up on my YouTube if you want to check that out. You're probably not going to like it, so if you're a real Charlie Puth fan, but I'm still reacting to this. I'm still going to listen to his music, and I'm still going to go check him out live. My God. That's right, his tour is coming up as well. So the release of That's Not How This Works really coincides with that tour. It's a great way to promote the tour and the track itself. But this track, again, if you're a Charlie Puth fan, you probably knew this song already. And I gotta say, the snippets that I've been hearing on TikTok of this song, not my favorite. I'm a bigger fan of his original mix of the song.
You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. You can't walk away, then come back to what we were. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. No.
That one did not have Dan and Shay on it. I don't think this song needs Dan and Shay at all, but this is a Charlie Puth That's Not How This Works extravaganza, meaning we're going to be reacting to his short film, 6 minutes long. Honestly, that's awesome. Charlie Puth making a fucking short film. Oh my God. And we're going to react to the music video as well. This might be a lengthy video. This might be a short video. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm super excited. First time watching all of this and hearing the final mix of the song. God. Hopefully this is good, but we're going to react to the short film first. So here we go. The fuck is this, Ghostbusters or some shit? Soundbusters? Oh my God. Sabrina Carpenter. The Bible.
We can make this work. Let's just try.
I think you'll like it.
Go.
Happy birthday.
All this really necessary?
Yeah.
Do I turn around? What could it be? It is a piano.
Do you like it though?
I love it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh God. This is fucking awesome.
Happy birthday, dear you.
You.
Happy birthday. Okay, make a wish. Yeah, this. Oh, let me help you with my nails.
How do I not know how to open it?
Oh, actually, it's not gonna be even, and then we'll have to start over.
Let me hold on to the last shred of masculinity that I have.
Okay, that would be super secure. You have to do it like this.
What?
Oh, fuck.
He is a sound freak.
Shit, that was too much. I'm sorry.
How much it's over? Here goes nothing.
No,
No.
you can't actually put it in there.
What do you mean?
You can't make it.
Why?
No, you can't kill it.
That's not how this works. How are we going to eat
Put
dinner?
it down. It's
What
gonna die.
You're always telling me you
No,
want me to
no,
cook.
I know.
You're
I'm sorry.
always saying.
I'm sorry.
Why isn't this working?
The power's out.
There you go.
3 times the charm.
This is very dangerous.
It worked. It's not gonna buzz at all because I'm a professional.
I always knew you had a tiny heart. Operation, I win. Best night I've had in a really long time.
Will you dance with me?
Yes.
So in love with you. Hell yeah.
I have something actually quite serious to tell you.
And that is...
Have I ever said it to you?
Said what?
I love you.
I don't know the words.
Let's stay together.
I love you too. I do. No, I love you.
Times are good and bad. I'm happy you say.
I feel like I love you a little bit more, but
What?
yeah.
No.
No, I do. I'm just not good at song.
We were talking.
I don't care that you were flirting. I just want you to admit that you were.
Okay. I was flirting.
Great.
Fine.
That's all you need to fucking know.
Because you're not supposed to be Little Spoon. I'm supposed to be Little Spoon. Have you seen me?
You're a jetpack.
I also love that he's a little bit psychotic.
Okay.
It's a staring contest. You have to stare. You can't blink. Fuck, I did.
I won! Fuck off, I am the best. To the right of is Mars.
That's so dark.
Yeah,
But it's lit.
it's red, actually.
Well.
To the left of it is...
Can you take anything seriously?
I'm so sorry. Am I bothering your process? Am I interrupting you? So excited to hear this song. It's gonna be so great. You're gonna sell so many records, Charlie. You're gonna sell so many fucking records.
Stop going to fucking
Oh,
slaughter!
look, it's so fucking emotion.
Stop it!
My fucking car that I lent you and drive
That
that way.
you
Drive very,
let
very
me. That's
slow.
sweet. That's healthy. You're such a healthy fucking person.
Fuck it out my fucking
You
song!
can have a serious conversation without using it as like inspiration for something.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I made you lose your fucking voice.
Get the fuck on my piano!
Wow.
I know. Few things that I love about Sabrina.
Oh my fucking god. What the flying fuck, dude? Like, what? What the fuck? Why was that so good? Oh my god, I didn't expect that to be so fucking good. Okay, everyone's memory is their own private literature. Makes sense because he was literally gathering all these memories and recording them. And to him, his literature, his library is sound. I love it. Okay. He says, to date, I've made 34 music videos and they rarely feel like they say the whole truth about a song. There's always more to say, and it's usually just outside the music. It's more in the moments, and that's how my brain has always processed things. Finally, I was able to make something to recreate truly what this song means to me. I cannot wait for you to hear it. But first, you have to watch the movie. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you endlessly to Sabrina Carpenter for your trust and immense talent you carried us. Thank you to Philip R. Lopez and Matthew Daniel Siskin and the entire film crew for bringing this to life. That's Not How This Works, featuring Dennis Shea, drops tomorrow at 9 p.m. This is amazing. This little movie, this little short film. I'm glad Charlie Puth is going into this. I mean, maybe it's partly because of Taylor Swift. She also released this short film. Maybe he's trying to do his own. Whatever it is, I love it. I think every artist at some point has to do some sort of short film. I think it's really amazing. And this one specifically doesn't have any music, other than it does have his piano. I'm sure Charlie Puth definitely played the piano for this short film. It would have been hilarious if he didn't. But My God. Okay, so I love the insanity of this, of him having this Ghostbuster looking, proton pack, and he's going around gathering sound. It speaks a lot to me because I love sound, as not as much as Charlie, I'm sure, maybe I do, I don't know, but I'm a sucker for noise. Like I love sounds of things. I've loved footsteps. I love recording the creaks of chairs in movie theaters. I love people's voices and vocal fry. I love how there's a lot of sounds in this short film that are uncomfortable because, I may love sound and Charlie Puth may love sound, but that doesn't mean we love everything. Like the sound of the bottle, like the air, like that's a very uncomfortable noise. The distortion of the microphone, the feedback that is uncomfortable. And it makes sense because this is something that he loves so much, sound, but there is uncomfortable moments in sound as well. And I love how he illustrated that with some of the noises, some of the sounds that we were hearing. And it's real. It's like life, right? Life is like music. And sometimes you hear a bad song. His acting. Oh my God. My girlfriend told me about this. She's like, you are going to be surprised. You are going to be floored with this. I didn't expect it to be this good. My God. The thing about Charlie is when I've seen him be in music videos, he's always awkward. Like he's always a little bit awkward. But this time, I don't know what it was, but his awkwardness was more natural, and when he gave his all in, when he was screaming and saying all these cuss words, my God, I was feeling it, man. He is fantastic. And it really reminds me a little bit of Mr. Rogers. Like I watched his biopic with Tom Hanks. And, we know of Mr. Rogers as this beautiful, like happy-go-lucky guy, but there is a demon in there, just like there's a demon in all of us. And we see it in that biopic, and we see it here with Charlie Puth. I mean, you never really get to see Charlie Puth be mad, or we don't really see that side of him, that sort of, honest, piercing the veil of this awkward, pitch perfect guy, literally, right? And he's been vulnerable many times with his music, but this time he has crossed even further into vulnerability with this short film. Yeah, his awkwardness comes out supernatural, and again, when he does give it his all, it's fantastic. My God, he should really consider being in actual, in a TV series, in a movie. I think he would do fantastic. And he got to kiss Sabrina Carpenter, so yeah, lucky Charlie. And God, the dialogue is just so cute. It's so well written, it's just, like happy birthday to me, you, and I think I love you. I think I love you a little bit more. It's great. I love it. I also love when they're talking about the lobster, and then when she's like saying it's gonna work or whatever with the match. Like that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it, when he does say, why is this not working or whatever, you think is this, what's going on? But it's like something so benign, you know what I mean? Like as the short film progresses, it gets more serious and they start having more issues. But I love that towards the very end and the beginning, it's this perfect marriage because Charlie Puth is a weirdo and he's crazy. And the fact that he starts out with, like I said, with this proton pack, with his obsession with having this, it's like he's like a hacker. It's like he's the Riddler from the Batman, and he's literally insane, and he is just replaying all these memories and torturing himself while at the same time pleasuring himself. But he's such he's recording the weirdest of sounds. He's recording everything. It's like he is it's like freaky. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's super creepy. And towards the very end, we get this giant outburst of these problems that they end up having as a relationship. And it just makes sense because that insanity has finally exploded, and it's fully manifested itself. And it's at this point where if they really love each other, they'll fight for it. And because it's at its hardest at that point, And I love how it starts, with the piano. She gives him the piano, and that's like, the best thing you could ever give, to someone like Charlie Puth. And then at the very end, he's like, get the fuck off my piano. I love it. It's just from beginning to end, there is a story here, and the way they marry it together is fantastic. The type of person that he is, he clearly... she has this problem with him towards the very end. She's like, oh, am I disturbing your process? It makes sense because he's got perfect pitch. When he's talking about perfect pitch when he was a kid, how it's like almost like Superman, you know, in like the beginning of Man of Steel. When you have perfect pitch, you notice so many little things and it bothers you when something's out of tune or when there's multiple notes clashing with each other, you know. And now he's making content out of it and he uses it for his music, which is beautiful. He uses his blessing for his own product and to hone his craft, but it's also a curse because there's a lot of insanity in there.
I said, Charlie, oh, he's different. We'd be walking down an aisle at the grocery store and Charlie would just hear a grocery drop on the floor and say, that's a D flat.
What I have is absolute pitch. You look at the color blue and you just instantly know that it's blue. I can hear a note and instantly know that it's E flat.
Charlie's a savant.
I get very distracted easily. I'm hearing drones in the background. I'm hearing mourning doves. Air conditioners on.
And this short film really illustrated that insanity with his freakiness of the way that he was capturing sound and his in his little basement, you know, with all this audio stuff. And then towards the very end with his songwriting process and the way that the relationship just goes awry. My God, just the way that he was able to capture everything about him in this short film. Just incredible. I am in awe. I wonder who wrote it. I don't know if we could see. I wish we could see who wrote it. But just fantastic. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. Because it speaks a lot to me. I love Charlie Puth, and I relate to him a lot. So when I see something like this, it really feels like it speaks to me on a personal level. So this was amazing. I totally didn't expect this. I really hope it pops off. Amazing. But now, let's listen to the song, and I suspect this is where I'm going to have a little bit more of a negative response. Or I might be surprised. Who knows? Why is Dan and Shay on this song? Why? Just why? Only for marketing reasons. See, Jungkook in Left and Right made sense. I don't know about this one, guys. I really don't. But here we go. That's Not How This Works, official music video featuring Dan and Shay.
I have something actually.
Quite serious. Said it to you before?
Said what?
I love you.
Thought the day you disappeared that it was over. Didn't even hear you leaving. Saw you with someone and thought that it was closure. But you still tell me that you need me. Baby, why? Tell me why? Can't you just make up your mind? Quit messing with my head. You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. You can't walk away, then come back to what we were. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. No, 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 no. Baby, that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. Oh. Stop reminding me of when we said forever. I know exactly what you're doing. But when you say you need to drop off all my sweaters, it's just one of your excuses. Baby, why? Tell me why? Can't you just make up your mind? Quit messing with my head. You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. You can't walk away, then come back to what we were. Baby, you know that's not how this works.
he's a little bit psychotic.
Baby, that's not how this works.
Will you dance with me?
Yes. Never you want to. It's alright with me. This is the high note. You make me feel so brand new.
Psychotic. That's the word that I was looking for. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much. Yeah, not a very huge fan of this mix of the song. I'm just gonna let you know right now, the original mix of the song, it leaked, okay? You can access it, I'm sure, at some point. It was on YouTube. I was able to access it through YouTube. It's probably been removed at this point. I don't know. The original mix of the song is out there, and it's way better than this. The mix is, I don't know, it's got more of an acoustic emphasis, you know, which makes sense because his album has a lot of that, his latest album, that is. But just the inclusion of Dan and Shay is just bizarre to me. I have no idea why. They're not even in the music video. You have Sabrina Carpenter. You know, like, come on. Like, why not her? I don't understand. The mix of the song, I think, just really was a letdown. It's just much less impactful. You hear Charlie Puth in there for sure. You hear his production, specifically his beatboxing. It reminds me a lot of the Patient from Voice Notes.
Too much, is it too much that I'm asking for? Can we... No, 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 baby, that's not...
It's in there. It is a Charlie Puth track. You can definitely hear it, but just the chorus doesn't hit as much because a lot of it had to do with the fact that his voice, I think he did re-record the chorus from the original mix, and this time it's much more dry. I will say it is a departure from the normal production that we're used to hearing on his voice. It is true. We do hear a lot of autotune in his voice, a lot specifically with his latest album. In this one, it's definitely dialed back. It sounds more like a raw vocal take, but the way that it's delivered is kind of like it's not really that interesting. The thing about that original mix is that the delivery is the Charlie Puth delivery that we're always used to. And in this one, it's like he was trying to do Dan and Shay. Like, this is Dan and Shay, this is how they sound like when they make a song, and that's disappointing because this is a Charlie Puth song.
You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works. You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works.
It feels like Charlie Puth put elements of him and songwriting into a Dan and Shay song rather than just Dan and Shay going on a Charlie Puth song. And in many ways, even if it is that way, I'd rather not have it that way because it just doesn't complement. Like, Charlie Puth is highly overproduced, and some people think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. I think it really benefits the song. I think it's pop in its purest form in many ways. But I think Dan and Shay, just that rawness, you know, being on this track just doesn't fit. That's not Charlie Puth to me. And the instrumentation is very much Charlie Puth, but it's muddled with that acoustic guitar emphasis, and just the instrumentation doesn't hit as well as that original really heavy pop mix.
You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. You can't say you hate me, then call me when you're hurt. Baby, you know that's not how this works. No, that's not how this works.
Yeah, it's a letdown. I'm not going to listen to this version of the song. I'm going to listen to that original mix. Yeah, I hopefully a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully a lot of you have the ability to listen to it. I'm sorry, Charlie. I love you, man, but that original mix is better. And you know what? I'm willing to bet that a lot of this wasn't on him. Wasn't on you, Charlie. It's probably had to do with the label. They're like, we got to have a feature in here, you know, to boost the song, yada, 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 whatever. So Charlie Puth had to go through with it. And I'm sure that working with Dan and Shay producers or with his record label, they're like, we have to change the song, you know, in order to fit with Dan and Shay. And this is what happened. And we got an inferior version of the song. Again, no disrespect to Dan and Shay. They just have different type of music and they execute their music differently. And I think this was a contradiction and not in a good way with Charlie Puth. I mean, the song's still great, but I wonder, had I not listened to that original mix, what would I think of this version? Would I really like it? I think I would. The chorus is great, but I'm just, you know, if I liked it, I would have liked it. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of whether I listened to that first mix or not. So it sucks. And the music videos is basically the short film. And I like how during his acting and he's saying that's not how this works, it's synced with the song, specifically with the lobster kitchen scene. I think that was neat.
Baby, that's not how this works. No.
I think the chorus is great. I think the verses are fantastic. I think the bridge is phenomenal. And the Charlie Puth instrumentation that is there is really awesome. Just his beatboxing is there, like I said. It's very Charlie Puth-like, but it's not as Charlie Puth as I wanted it to be. You could just definitely hear it. It's kind of dry, and it just, ugh. The song is, yeah, which sucks, because I was meh on his album as well. So, yeah. Okay. Well, at least the short film was a masterpiece. But those were my thoughts on Charlie Puth, That's Not How This Works, on his short film and the music video and the song as well. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. That's another way to let me know what you thought about the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content and if you want to see more Charlie Puth content. I already do have a lot of Charlie Puth content. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. Share with your Charlie Puth loving friends. But that's it for me. You all take care. Stay safe. And until next time, I love you.